Blackwood Forest. The name itself sent shivers down your spine. It loomed at the edge of town. Dark, twisted, ancient trees clawed at the sky, their branches like skeletal fingers, always reaching, always hungry, waiting. The legends were old, older than the town itself. Whispers told of a curse, a darkness that lived within the woods. They said a creature stalked the moonlit paths. Something not quite man, not quite animal, a werewolf. Its howls echoed on cold nights, a sound of pure terror. The air in Blackwood was different, heavy, thick. It pressed against your skin. Even on the brightest summer day, sunlight struggled. It barely pierced the dense canopy above, leaving the forest floor in perpetual twilight. Shadows danced and tricked your eyes, making you see things that weren't there. Or were they? No one went into Blackwood anymore. The villagers knew better. They had heard the stories, they had seen the fear in the eyes of those who dared or those who got lost. Some never came back. The forest kept its secrets and its victims. Blackwood was a place of nightmares, a place to avoid, always. Lily was new. She had just moved to the quiet, fearful town. She heard the hushed warnings, the tales of Blackwood, the monster, the howls. She listened, but she didn't believe. Not really. She thought they were just stories. Werewolves? She scoffed one afternoon, her voice too loud in the tense silence. That's just silly folklore. She looked at the nervous faces around her. Something to scare little children. Lily was brave, or maybe just foolish. She prided herself on being logical and unafraid. She would show them. The dare wasn't spoken aloud, not exactly, but it hung in the air, a challenge in their worried eyes. Or perhaps it was her own stubborn pride, a need to prove them wrong, to conquer the fear that gripped the town. "I'll go," she announced. "I'll walk through Blackwood Forest and prove there's nothing to fear." Dusk was settling. The sky turned a bruised purple, perfectly spooky. Lily ignored the pleas of the old woman at the edge of town. "Don't go in there, child," the woman had croaked, her eyes wide with genuine terror. Lily just smiled, a brave smile. She waved, and then she stepped into the shadows, alone. The forest seemed to swallow her whole. The trees of Blackwood closed in around her, instantly, like a trap springing shut. The last rays of sunlight vanished, replaced by an eerie, green-tinged gloom. Shadows writhed, twisting familiar shapes into monsters. A gnarled root became a claw, a hanging vine, a waiting serpent. Her footsteps sounded too loud on the carpet of dead leaves. A twig snapped, sharp, close behind her. Lily froze. Her breath caught in her throat. Her heart gave a painful thump. "Hello?" she called out, her voice a thin tremble. Only silence answered, a heavy, watchful silence. She told herself it was just an animal, a squirrel, a deer. But the silence felt predatory. Then she heard it. A low sound, a rumble, almost too deep to be heard. More like a vibration in the cold air. A growl. Chills raced down her arms. Her skin prickled. That was no squirrel, no deer. This was something else, something big and angry. The feeling started then. A dreadful certainty. She was being watched, stalked. She couldn't see any eyes, but she felt them. Cold, calculating, hungry. Her earlier bravery evaporated, like mist in a cruel wind. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced through her. Blackwood was not just a forest, it was a hunting ground, and tonight she was the prey. Then it stepped from the deepest shadows, not all at once. First a pair of eyes, glowing faintly, like hot coals in the darkness. Then a massive, hunched shape, too big to be a wolf, too monstrous to be a man. She saw glinting teeth, long, sharp. A guttural snarl ripped through the air. Hot, foul breath washed over her. It was real. The werewolf. Lily didn't scream. She couldn't. Terror had stolen her voice. Her legs, however, remembered how to move. She turned and ran. Ran as she had never run before, blindly through the grasping trees. Branches tore at her clothes, her skin, but she didn't feel the pain, only the thundering pursuit behind her. Closer, always closer. The beast was fast. She burst from the tree line, gasping, sobbing, collapsing onto the damp grass at the forest's edge. The lights of the village seemed miles away. But she was out. She had escaped. Or had she? The villagers found her there, her clothes ripped, her face pale with an unearthly terror. They saw the wildness in her eyes, the haunted look. They didn't need to ask, they knew. Lily never spoke of what she saw, not in detail. She didn't have to. Her fear was proof enough. She was changed. Forever, Blackwood Forest still stands, dark, silent, waiting. The werewolf is still there, they say, prowling its cursed domain. So listen carefully on moonlit nights. Listen for the howl, a warning, a promise of terror. Stay away from Blackwood. Whatever you do, don't go in. Your screams might be the next ones lost in the trees.